is two different things. I is the soul, my body is part of the Maya or the universe. Next please. The Maya is an ever-existing energy form that become the raw material for the creation of the entire universe together with this world. God with his everlasting kindness has created the entire universe and the world from the Maya and gave the souls the physical body with brain and mind to eliminate the ignorance, the so-called anava, and acquire the enough knowledge and finally to attain moksha, that means oneness with God. Next please. It's a simple, another symbolism how to explain about the Maya. God has divided his enormous energy, which is supreme power, created the entire universe and the world from the raw material of Maya. The M is what is the matter, and we can equate to the Einstein theory, E equal to mc square. Otherwise the M is the energy divided by the power of God. Next please. These are the 4 stages in Hinduism whereby Hindus have to follow a discipline. The first stage is called brahmacharya, second phase is called grihastha, third phase is called vanaprastha, and finally sannyasa. Meaning is the first 25 years usually we have to spend our time to acquire enough knowledge, and second 25 years more of family life, and third 25 years more of life towards others or the society, the community, and finally more towards reaching the God. But it doesn't mean that it is all is separated. It is all, for example, even at the brahmacharya, he will have different more of brahmacharya, but he have a component of grihastha, vanaprastha and sannyasa. And it's become grihastha, that means family man. It doesn't mean you don't have others. He still has to learn for what is the family life about. You still have to learn what we have to do to the community. You still have to think about God. So it is a process where a maturity level is increased. Next. Concept of karma is very important because the karma is the one cause and effect law which is makes us, if at all we do something wrong, we have to repeat. So next. The Hindu concept karma encompasses the action, the causality and the destiny. It is the moral equivalent of the law of conservation of energy or the law of physics that states every action there is an equal and opposite reaction. Karma gives tremendous responsibility to the individual and places his hands the key to his future destiny. That means whatever he do, his action, he will definitely get a reaction. So make sure his action is in right path. Next. Each person is responsible for their good and bad deeds, which will reap appropriate result in this or in future life. Naturally, the unerring law of karma can work itself only over sufficiently long period of time. Hence, Hinduism believe in reincarnation. That means Atma being reborn and again at a different planes of universe until attainment of moksha. That means the life don't stop here. The life continue at a different planes. In a God's creation, there are different planes, different planet. The living system can be different, but most important, without attaining enough knowledge, he cannot reach God. So he will be following only the birth cycle. Next is. There are 4 purposes the Hindus must follow, known as dharma, artha, kama and moksha. The dharma means it is the virtue, righteousness, living morally and ethical. Artha is the prosperity, is the wealth, is the fame, is our career development. Kama is the pleasure, enjoyment, desire, happiness from various art and culture as long as you enjoy in a righteous way. Moksha, that's the ultimate purpose of life, the freedom or the liberation from the cycle of rebirth or the karmic cycle. Next. The most important concept in Hinduism is dharma. Dharma means to uphold, which means the privilege, the duties and obligation of a person, standard of conduct as a member of community and a person in a particular stage of life. Next, Dharma lay down the rules and the ordinance for the action of all situations, always steering away from the absolute, always sensitive to context. The laws allow qualification for time, place and exceptional circumstances. For example, it is acceptable to seek wealth, the harta, and the pleasure, the kama, but as the purpose of life as long as they concord with dharma. That is what is most important. Next, the concept of dharma thus in entirety speaks to the connection between the spiritual health and all other domains of well-being. Regardless of its many mutations, the tradition has historically forged and continues to maintain an integral relationship between proper faith and appropriate practice within the physical, mental and social arenas. Next, Dharma also defined in 4 dimensions. The most important 4 dimension is it gives emphasis upon love and respect for the humanity as a whole, a quest for self-improvement and spirituality leading to the salvation, a fulfillment of social obligations such as helping the poor and the needy, and a universal variant that encourages action conducive to the welfare of all living beings. Next, what is most important in Hinduism is person has to understand the dharma and karma well. He has to do his karma, that means his action according to dharma, such a way that he can reach God. Otherwise he will get into a samsara. A Malay meaning is samsara of life. So he has to get rid of this. That is most important. Next, artha.